Good morning, folks. This is Jen Fell, and it's today's episode of Mind Your Business. And so today we are minding the business of Miss Vickie, who is one of my good friends in Upline. Good morning, Vickie.
Morning. How
I
are you?
am wonderful. So, as you know, we have three questions for you on our segment that's daily at 9 a.m. So the first question is, tell us about where you were when Singular found you. Where were you financially, physically, health-wise? What was going on?
Wow. I was in a town away from home and living there and homesick and wanting to go home, but I have hypothyroidism. So I was trying everything to control my weight, energy. I mean, I was a hot mess and miserable. And when you get like that, I found that it really messes with your head. So I spent about 3 years sitting on a couch. I didn't feel like going anywhere. I had tried everything, nothing worked for me. And I just had figured it was getting older and getting older, and everything I'd heard about all these years, I was finally at that age, and I thought I'm not wasting any more money. I'd wasted thousands on everything that didn't work, hired a weight loss doctor to help me, and they specialized in thyroid, but in like 6 months I spent thousands and lost maybe 6 pounds. So I said, I'm done. I'm not spending. I'm not wasting any more money on anything, and just was determined to live with it.
So,
Deal with it.
Singular, what made you decide, number one, to try the product, and then number two, make it a business for you? Tell us about that.
Well, I had never heard of it, and I was sitting there scrolling Facebook one day while I was sitting on the couch, and a friend of mine posted, a real good friend of mine posted, she lost 8 pounds in 8 days. Well, before she ever got it posted good, I called her. What are you doing? Because I knew she had checked out anything, whatever she was doing, I could trust to do. And she told me, she said, there's a money back guarantee. And that's really what pushed me to think harder about it. My husband came home and I told him I was interested in it. And he said, you know what? You do everything for everybody else. Do this for you if you want to. It makes me tear up every time, because I will, and women do that. They help everybody before they help themselves. And when they help themselves, they feel better to deal with everybody else. So it just, you got to try, you got to do everything for you first. And like I said, my energy and everything. So after he told me that, I ordered it. So within, I would say 12 hours, I had ordered. My friend was not a partner with the company. And so I ordered with somebody I didn't even know, because I was at that point where, with the money back guarantee, I was willing to give it a shot from my friend's recommendation. So
That's awesome. Well, you obviously are not still sitting on the sofa because you are in Utah having a grandbaby. Woo woo.
yeah.
So tell us, what's made your life different? What has Singular brought into your life financially, health wise, with your family? What's changed?
Everything, everything has changed. I didn't start with the business at all. I was very private. I didn't share anything, especially about me personally, like that. Anything I posted, anybody in the world could read, and they still can. But it just was very general and nothing personal. And I don't know. I got started and I was going places again because I didn't go anywhere. And I was going places and people were coming up to and going, what are you doing? And I said, I didn't know these people. And they'd say, I said, I don't know what you mean. She said, you're glowing. Well, nobody told me it was just shocking. But that was probably 3 to 4 days in. And before I started, I had knee and back pains really bad. And that was another reason for me sitting. And when you sit, you're going to gain more weight, So it was just a cycle.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 days in, after I had started, I knew I was going to give it 110%. 3 days in, my knees and back were not hurting anymore. And that's been 7.5 years ago. And I'm not running any marathons, but I might could have if I wanted to. But I can do pretty much anything I want to do now. And that pains from my knees and back is gone. Because something I did not plan on was the business. And it dropped in my lap because people were asking me all about it and everything, about the products and all that. And my coach told me, she said, you're doing the business, you're just not going to get paid for it. Well, there's a light bulb moment.
Nope.
And I tell people about a good movie or a bad movie, and this was the same thing, but they were coming to me and asking me. So that was something I was not expecting. And talking about changing, I had never traveled. I had only flown a few times, and travel now, I'll get on a plane as quick as I'll get in a car. I'll go alone. I'll go with a group because I know on the other side of wherever I'm going, there's going to be a group there.
Yes.
That meeting people all over everywhere, not just the United States, but everywhere, and having friends. Like I'm in Utah right now, and right over the mountain I can see is another good friend of mine that I would have never met. And she came and picked me up yesterday. I think it was yesterday or day before. I don't even know. Time just, she came all the way up. I mean, it wasn't over here, but over the mountain to get me. And we went and spent the day together, and just things like that. You're going to find that everywhere you go. We have been on trips where we've been on yachts and just crazy things I would have never experienced before. And the money, I ain't even talked about the money. The money is good. They take good care of us. It's not hard. You can make what you want to make, and there's nobody that can stop you because it is an independent based on what you want to accomplish. If I know I want to make X amount of money,
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. There's benefits to this. If you like to travel, if you like to make money, if you like to talk to people, even if you don't like to talk to people, there's so many benefits to it. And the products stand alone. I mean, they are superior to anything I've ever tried, and they work. So
that's
a
right. You didn't have to cash in on that money back guarantee, but isn't it great that we got it?
Less than 3% ever return anything.
Well, thank you so much, Vickie, for your time and your story. We sure appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate you asking me.
All right. Bye-bye.